What does your ex's Instagram account say about you? Well, in this video, I'm going to answer just that. How is it going, YouTube? As you guys know, my name is Brad Browning, and I am YouTube's #1 breakup coach. My channel here is rapidly approaching 20 million views and 150,000 subscribers, and honestly, I can't even believe it. You know, never in a million years did I think that I'd get to this point in my career. So thank you so much, guys, for your likes, your comments, and your subscribes. Keep it up, and I will continue to release new content on YouTube for years to come. So what's your ex's Instagram account saying about you and your breakup? Well, first of all, I have to get something off my chest here, and it's one of the biggest problems that my clients have when it comes to getting their ex back. See, in the wake of a big breakup, the natural tendency is to start freaking out, right? And understandably so. You're heartbroken and depressed, and it's a big deal. But a lot of my clients will email me, with 4,000-word essays about the details of their recent split, and they'll pour through every email and every text message that their ex sent them leading up to the breakup. And this kind of overanalysis is not going to help you win your ex back. In fact, the more you delve into the nooks and crannies of your past relationship, the worse off you'll be when it comes to getting your ex back. Now, if you have been watching my YouTube videos, or better yet, if you signed up for my X Factor Guide program, then you know that putting your ex on the metaphorical pedestal, is not the way that you get them to become attracted to you again. In fact, it only makes matters worse. And by overanalyzing your ex's every behavior, you're just going to make getting past the breakup even more difficult for yourself. So if this is the type of behavior that you're exhibiting right now, take a deep breath and just stop. I know it's tough, trust me, but it's time to get over that kind of negative behavior and thought process. Heck, I had one client who was so caught up in this sort of overanalyzing behavior that he was asking me why his ex was using a different Instagram filter. Yeah, that guy was fairly insane. But if you really think that your ex is trying to send you, a covert message on Instagram, then here are a few tips that I can quickly go over. Starting with number 1, which is to look and see if your ex is changing his or her Insta behavior. Is your ex posting more often, less often? Has the mood of your ex's Instagram account changed? You can get a little insight into how your ex is doing after the breakup just by seeing how their posting habits have changed. If they're posting a lot more, then maybe they're trying to break out of their shell a little bit. If they haven't posted in a while, then maybe they're depressed or still feeling sad about the breakup. And while it's a little silly to try and interpret these emotions through just their Instagram account, knowing this little sign, it might be useful moving forward when you actually use some of my tips and tactics to get him or her back. And number 2, if your ex posts a ton of socially high value pictures, then they could be trying to make you jealous. So basically, if your ex is just suddenly trying to impress the world by posting, party pictures or pictures with a ton of members of the opposite sex all of a sudden, then he or she may be actually trying to make you jealous. And at this point, it's important to keep in mind that if your ex is acting like this, then all they're doing is trying to provoke an emotional response from you. But here's the thing. You have to remember not to take the bait. If you start angrily, texting or calling your ex, he or she is going to know that their attempts to make you jealous are working. So the most powerful thing you can do right now is to act indifferently and to let your ex know that you simply don't care about what's happening in their life. And by doing so, obviously, you start to subtly shift the power from your ex to you. And he or she is going to begin to chase you down for your approval. Now, for more tips and tricks on how to make your ex chase you, just head over to breakupbrad.com and watch the free video presentation on my website there. Again, that URL is breakupbrad.com, and I think you'll be pretty shocked at the end of that video, so do make sure you watch the whole video there on my website. And number 3, your ex is posting depressing photos. So, if your ex is constantly posting sad photos, quotes, using depressing hashtags and captions, it's obvious that he or she is lonely. And if you see this happening, then continue engaging in no contact. You need to let your ex go through those negative emotions. Because, as harsh as it sounds, the more he or she feels that kind of sadness, the more likely that they're going to reach out to you and contact you. And obviously, if your goal is to get your ex back, then just sit and wait and let them come to you. And if you want to make your ex even more attracted to you, then post happy and positive pictures on Instagram. For example, post pictures of you smiling with friends and family. Just make it known to the world that you're enjoying life. Because, when your ex sees this, he or she is going to want to give you a second chance in basically no time. And number 4, if you're still not sure what your ex is up to or what their posts on Instagram mean, then seek help. You know, if you've got a burning question to ask about your ex's Instagram behavior, then consider signing up for my personal coaching service. If you want to learn more about that, and if you want to get all the details, just head over to breakupbrad.com/coaching. And on that website, you'll learn about how you can hire me as your personal breakup guide. So if you're confused about your breakup, then head over to breakupbrad.com/coaching and sign up today. Now, I only have a limited amount of space, obviously, but if you do see that I have some slots available right now, then I highly encourage you to register today while they're still there. So, regardless of what's happening with your ex's Instagram account, it's important that you always stay cool, calm, and collected. And remember never to veer away from the fundamental laws of getting your ex back. You know, don't fall into the awful habit of overanalyzing your ex's every move. And please do feel free to subscribe to my channel and learn about other ways that you can use sneaky psychological tactics to get your ex to come crawling back. But that's it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.